Toni Kroos' name landing beside Barcelona's felt, to many, like a grenade tossed into the calm of the summer transfer headlines. Not because the German spent his final years anywhere near Catalonia, but because his voice still carries weight across European football. On his podcast, he listed his top 4 favourites for the Champions League, and Barca was one of them, a blunt sentence that reoriented the conversation about who can really win Europe this season. For fans and rivals alike, the comment matters. When a former Real Madrid engine offers Barcelona validation, the rivalry's static shifts and expectations harden into pressure. Barcelona do not arrive empty-handed. They step into this campaign wearing last season's domestic treble like both cloak and target, a trophy haul that invites both awe and freshly sharpened opposition. But trophies on the mantle don't erase the early fog of form. The club's summer window brought headline names, including a high-profile goalkeeper signing that altered the spine of the squad, moves intended to shore up weak points and build a side that can outlast the continent's best. Joan Garcia's arrival was a statement, investment into the backline, and a vote of confidence that Barcelona wants to be both flashy and resilient. Yet signings take time to settle, and a team's rhythm is fragile. Tactical coherency under Hansi Flick still feels like work in progress, with critics pointing to stuttering starts and a need for sharper intensity in the middle third. Managers can rally a dressing room, but they cannot wish away fixture difficulty. Fixture difficulty is not an abstract threat this season. It is concrete and looming. Barcelona's league phase slate includes a trip to St James Park to face Newcastle, a club that has grown into a European force and will demand bravery on the ball and discipline off it, and a home date with Paris Saint-Germain, the reigning trophy holders who possess explosive individual talent. These confrontations are the kind that expose frailty, the matches where temperament and tactical detail are often the difference between a point and a headline-making collapse. So where does that leave a team that some already call a favourite? It's a paradox. You can be the hunted and the idle at once. Kroos' endorsement amplifies pressure more than it alleviates it, because expectations tighten public scrutiny and every misstep is replayed against a backdrop of a favourite status. Inside the dressing room, Flick faces a dual task: galvanise a squad buoyed by last season's success while insisting on the humility that wins tournaments, not just matches. That is the tightrope. Keep the swagger but harden the focus. Tactically, the story will hinge on balance. Barcelona's offensive ideas, the same weaving movement and insistence on possession that made them irresistible domestically, must coexist with better defensive glue, particularly in transition moments when elite opponents look to punish hesitation. The signing of Joan Garcia adds another piece to the defensive puzzle, but cohesion is built on minutes and shared pressure. Can the goalkeeper and the back four learn to anticipate and communicate with the speed required at this level? The early answers will come quickly in the fixtures that matter. There's also a human element to all this spectacle, the weight of history. Barcelona's stars are young enough to carry freshness and old enough to feel the burden of legacy. For some players, Kroos naming them as favourites may feel like vindication. For others, it will ignite a fear of complacency. That psychological push and pull is subtle but decisive. Tournaments are won as much in the mind as on the pitch. As the calendar ticks toward the first league phase matches, the narrative will split into 2 possible arcs. The one where Barcelona harness expectation, marry flair with discipline, and begin to stride toward a genuine Champions League tilt. And the one where early stumbles compound, tactical doubts fester, and a season that started with a treble becomes a cautionary tale about momentum and management. Either outcome will be argued about in pubs and pundit shows alike, but the first concrete answers will arrive on the field, under referees' whistles and amidst roars that leave no room for anything but clarity. Toni Kroos' sentence was short but catalytic, a reminder that reputations travel beyond club lines, that a single voice can reset conversations, and that Barcelona now carry a label that will be tested relentlessly. If they transform expectation into resilience, the label will become prophecy. If not, it will be remembered as the moment the spotlight found a team still learning to bear it. The opening fixtures will start to tell us which story this season will be.